Hello everybody. Today is Thursday, so we are going to do a Throwback Thursday of over 100 years. I guess that's the way we can put it. Anyways, I have to put my glasses on for this. We have family that lives into long years, many years. And oh, by the way, this is live, so I won't be able to change any of my mistakes. But anyways, we had a generation of 6 female, a generation of 6 female. So let me read it to you. Here's the picture. It was actually in the newspaper. It says Beulah Young, seated in the center, holds her 25-day-old great-great-great-granddaughter. And then in it is my mom. So my great-grandma, my grandma, my mom, my sister, my niece, and my second niece. So they were put in the paper. Again, there is my great-great-grandmother holding my little niece. That's my mom, my sister. No, I'm doing it backwards. That's my mom, my oldest sister, my grandmother, and my niece. So it says long-lived local families span 6 generations. Some families inherit distinctive noses, money, or heirlooms from their ancestors, but one Northland-based family inherits long life. Beulah Young of the Northland area refuses to reveal her age, which she always did. But she currently holds the honor as the oldest member of her family, which stretches forward 6 generations. Anita Watkins, Young's 51-year-old granddaughter, said the women in her family tend to live into their upper 90s and early 100s. 6 generations of all females is rare, Watkins said, which is my mom. We're a very close family. We're all in good health. Even my grandmother is still a feisty woman. She was. Of the 16 children and grandchildren in the family, only 5 are males. We started having males, and then we started having females again, and now we're back to males. But anyway, yeah, so my great-grandma, never revealed her age. I think she lived to be 98, but she always was 1 year younger. So the year she passed away, she said she was 97, but she was 98. So my great-grandmother and my grandmother are no longer with us. So right now we have 5 generations. Sierra, the baby. You can see her very well there, the baby. She is 13. So it'd be a long time before we would get 6 generations again of all girls, because, well, unless she would have a boy, we'd still have just 6 generations, but it wouldn't be all girls. But she's only 13, so we don't have to worry about that for a long, long time. But I just thought this is neat. I got it out of the paper when this was taken, and I got somewhere else. I want to send one to my niece and everything. It don't have the date on it, but Sarah, the baby, is 30 years old. So this paper clipping is over 30 years old. So that's that. Thought it was interesting. I like stuff like this. And the next one is, so this was my mom's side of all the girls. And then, so my great grandmother lived to be 98. And then this other one I'm getting ready to read and show is on my dad's side, my grandfather, not great grandfather, just my grandfather, is the one we're getting ready to say next. He was a really tall man. I remember him taking my little hand to his, and he'd take me out to the garden and show me all the stuff he planted and stuff. But yeah, he was a real tall man. And he was even tall when he passed away. He didn't use, I don't think he lost any of his height at all through the years. So let me read this to you. Of course, reading glasses. That age. So he made the papers too. Celebrating a milestone. Says, recently Harold Harrington of Patriot celebrated his 100th birthday while he was a patient at the Holzer Medical Center's Inpatient Rehabilitation Unit. And then the rest just shows the people's names and stuff. But there's my grandfather at 100 years old. And while he was there, they made him a cake. He was only there for a little while. He actually passed away at home. He didn't live there. I remember me and my sister went and seen him. I think he was 102. And my sister said, do you know who we are? And he said, well, yeah, I know who you are. You're Harold's daughters. Like, you think I'm too old to remember that stuff? But, and then his obituaries here. I always thought he passed away a month before his 105th birthday, but on here it was 8 months before his 105th birthday. He lived to be 104. So it says Harold Harrington, 104, of Patriot, Ohio, formerly of Columbus, Ohio, passed away on Thursday, April 19th. Passed away on Thursday, April 19th, 2012, at his residence. Harold was born on December 7th, 1907, in Gallipolis, son of the late Ezra and Elizabeth Hawk Harrington. He retired in 1974 after having been a carpenter for 50 years. He also raised bees. I guess that's what you call it, raised bees. But Harold was preceding death by his wife of nearly 60 years, Thelma Bernice Walters Harrington, in 1995. He was also preceded in death by his parents, 3 brothers, 5 sisters, 1 granddaughter, and 1 great-grandson. He is survived by a daughter, Faye, a son, Harold, and a son, Marlon, of Patriot, Ohio. 11 grandchildren, 26 great-grandchildren, 26 great-great-grandchildren, and 2 great-great-great-grandchildren. We have a large family. In honoring their father's prior wishes, there will be no funeral service or calling hours. So yeah, he didn't want people looking at him. Again, this is the picture, and these are all the people that was taking care of him. But I think it was sweet that they made him a 100th birthday cake while he was in there. But yeah, we have my grandma Harrington, which was my grandpa's wife. She passed away. She was up there too in age. 65, 75. She might have been 79 or 80, which isn't as old as the other ones, but she never spent a day away from my grandpa. She had her kids at home, and she had pneumonia, and they wanted to take her into the hospital, and she said no, she wouldn't leave her husband, so she passed away at home. So, but yeah, if I can live that long, it'd be okay, as long as I have help and can do stuff. I don't want to just lay around in the bed, but yeah. So 13, yeah, my little niece is 13. So it'll be a long time before we have one of these again. On my dad's side, we'd have 1, 2, yeah, only about 4 or 5, but yeah. So I just wanted to show you that stuff. I wanted to do a Throwback Thursday on that, and I have one next week too, so don't forget to watch that one. Go on there and watch that one. It's not as far as back as this, of course. You have to look at 1907 when my grandpa was born. 1907. Man, he could have told us some stuff. But if you go back on this channel, probably a few weeks ago, we interviewed my mom and Randy's dad and found out some stuff about when, because my mom was born in 1942 and Randy's dad was born. When was your dad? Your dad had to be born in the 30s. Yeah, his dad was born in the 1930s. So that we interviewed both of them about stuff that they went through or seen or how they lived or whatever. And so if you go back, you can watch that. And don't forget to watch us next Thursday for another Throwback Thursday. Hope everybody has a great day. Bye now.